afterwards, there were the aftershocks. This continued on into Sunday. That people, they came on Friday, but there were aftershocks on Saturday. And on Sunday, it was beginning to get to people. I mean, you know, they were pretty, not exactly blasé, but they were taking it in stride. But about on Sunday, I noticed people were beginning to think, oh my goodness. And after it was all over, we did not have any phones for a while. We did not have any kind of communication. There was a paper that was put out and distributed, but I can remember, for instance, in our household, we had a brick, sort of like an outdoor fireplace. And we would put water out there to boil because, you see, we didn't have electricity, and we who had electric stoves, there we were. So we had that for the whole neighborhood. The whole neighborhood came and cooked on that outdoor brick kind of a thing. And that was good. We had it.
The tsunami came on Friday. Earthquake and tsunami on Friday. So the school, the junior high school and the gym, was the place of refuge for the people whose homes had washed away, or for some reason or another they didn't have a place to stay. So, and we were living in the Baronoff Mansion, the museum downtown, and because of our location, they were asked us to move out of the way because they didn't know how much the water would come up and all. So we went up to the school. Well, actually, they didn't tell us to. We were up on the mountain till about 2 o'clock in the morning, and then we saw everybody else going home, so we drove down and went to the school. And that was weird. We walked in there. They had, see, all the lights are off.
Yeah.
So they had candles in that long hallway, the bottom there, and they had a couple of candles and one candle on a table way at the end, and there were people leaning up against the lockers all the way along, you know. So we found our way into the gym, and people were just lying on the floor, you know. I mean, they were refugees, you know, thrown out of their homes or whatever. So we stayed there, and they had the Navy brought in stuff for breakfast the next morning. They served us mush, and anyway, then Monday morning, the school was still filled with all of these people that didn't have anywhere to go. The Navy that night, we stayed there a second night too. The Navy that night, Saturday night, brought in little mattresses, you know, just about this wide. They're Navy mattresses. They brought in, I don't know how many, but enough to cover the gym floor. So everybody picked out a mattress, and at least we had a little more comfort that night for sleeping, if you can call babies crying all night and this kind of thing. And you know, they were so upset, the children, of course, over this. They had to evacuate the hospital. So they brought, because it's on the waterfront, you know, of course, like you say, they didn't know what the water was going to do. So they evacuated the people from the hospital up there. There was a baby born up there that night. And our magistrate had been in the hospital under an oxygen tent, and they brought her up, and she did die in the process. So that she was counted as a victim of the tsunami. It was a very traumatic time to go through. It's hard to describe it.
Yeah.
And I don't ever want to go through anything like that again. You know, the thing was, you didn't know who had been lost in the tidal wave. And when you'd see your friends, or even people you didn't know, oh, they're still here, you know, you just want to go up and hug everybody because they were still alive.